Hello, friends. I hope you enjoyed your brain break. Mrs. Taima here, and I am back for part 2. So, for part 2, we have a new learning goal we will be working on. And by the end of your lesson, you should know more about identifying the components or the parts of an informative paragraph. We have read a fable about a tortoise, but now we are going to read an informative paragraph about a tortoise or about tortoises. But first, Mrs. Spears will review the parts of an informative paragraph. Miss Spears will use the word annotate again, and remember that means to take notes. You will practice with her by underlining to find the important information. This is when you will need your 3 colors of colored pencils. You will need a light green, a yellow, and a dark green. When she asks you to get out handout 3A, remember it's okay if you don't have it. Just follow along with us. I have also included a picture of it on this slide. I will include a picture of the paragraph of the tortoise, and then I will also include an image of our hamburger, which she will be reviewing the parts of the hamburger for the informative paragraph parts. And I will include a picture of that so you can follow along with her if you need it. All right, I know you're going to do great, so have fun.
But before we do, I want you to think, what do stories or fables tell us? What do stories or fables tell us? Lock that in your brain. And remember, stories often tell us about adventures, and fables are stories that teach a lesson. Now I want you to think, what do informative texts tell us? What do informative texts tell us? Tell your learning partner. Informative texts teach us something about a topic, and we spent some time learning about the structure of an informative paragraph and thinking about why the structure is important. I wonder, what is important to remember about writing informative paragraphs? What's important to remember about writing informative paragraphs? Tell your learning partner. Did you think about how you want the reader to learn something from your informative paragraph? Or maybe, just maybe, you thought about how you can show what you learned about a topic by writing an informative paragraph. I bet you also thought about the parts of an informative paragraph. So let's talk a little bit more about those. Remember the chart that you see on the screen? This is the topic sandwich chart, and I want you to point to each part as I read the labels. Topic statement, information, so your facts and details, and the conclusion. You just had an opportunity to annotate the tortoise's actions in the fable, The Hare and the Tortoise, and now we will annotate an informative paragraph about tortoises. This will help you remember the components of an informative paragraph. Remember, we said the informative paragraph had those 3 parts. And by annotating an informative paragraph, it will help you remember those 3 parts: the topic statement, the information or the facts and the details, and the conclusion. The topic statement is in light green, the information is in yellow, and the conclusion is dark green. All right, let's review the definitions. Remember, a topic statement is a sentence that tells what the paragraph is about. And then the information is where you're going to share your facts and your details about a topic. And the conclusion or the ending often repeats the topic. What I'd like you to do now is get handout 3A. It looks like what you see on the screen. All right, let's read the directions. Students, annotate the components of an informative paragraph using colored pencils or crayons or markers, whatever you have. Topic statement will be light green. Your facts and details will be yellow, and your conclusion will be dark green. I'm going to read the paragraph, and after I read the paragraph, I'll guide you as you annotate or highlight the different parts of the paragraph. Are you ready? Tortoises. Tortoises are reptiles. Tortoises have large scales on their bodies. Tortoises have a shell. They lay eggs. Tortoises do not like cold weather. Tortoises are interesting reptiles. All right, now let's annotate together. What's the topic statement of this paragraph? Remember, the topic statement tells about the topic of the paragraph. So it tells you what the paragraph will be about. Oftentimes, it's the first sentence, but not always. The important thing is to pay attention to what the sentence is about. So, how did you determine the topic statement? Now, I want you to annotate the topic statement with a light green crayon or marker or colored pencil. Did you highlight tortoises are reptiles as the topic statement in your handout? Now, which facts support or tell us more about the topic? Which facts support or tell us more about the topic? I want you to put your finger under the first fact you find. Now, I want you to underline the fact or facts with a yellow crayon or colored pencil. Okay, now you're going to follow the same process with annotating the conclusion with a dark green crayon or colored pencil. Did you underline tortoises are interesting reptiles? I bet you did. Now, you will use this structure to write informative paragraphs about many topics, including a response to the focusing question about Aesop's fables. All right, awesome first graders. Nice job annotating the hare and the tortoise and an informative paragraph too. Next time we'll continue working with the hare and the tortoise. Until then, be kind and do something great because you are capable of greatness.